you.
Wait with that email? No. You ain't getting nothing with that email. That boy was getting nothing but nutless, boy. That boy was nutless. That boy was nutless after that email, man.
It was. Well,
welcome.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. This is volume 7.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we took a week off, but we were only at 6.
I thought we... Okay.
Yep, this is volume 7.
We took the week off from 5, and then 6 was
fell
the bounce
out of the
back.
routine a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
it fell off.
You know,
now we back.
it's all right. We are back.
Yeah, what's up,
Speaking
y'all?
of routines, just to jump right in.
Let's dive right in.
So I was thinking about it the other day, just how, like, we as humans, we like routines.
Yeah,
We like
do.
to continue, and have consistency
hold
to
on.
things, but
Let me rephrase that. We as robots like routine.
well, see, I was gonna.
Too far?
Well, I think that as humans, we still like routine, but in order to differentiate from the robots, I think we need to find what are the right things to put into routine, because
Right.
not all routines are bad.
Yeah, not all routines. Maybe the routine of not being in routine is good. Awesome.
That is true.
But
I mean, we fell out of routine with the podcast, but now we're back, and it's probably going to be a good one. So,
it's going to be a great one.
you know,
what I'm saying?
get a little refreshed.
I feel alive inside for once. But anyway, go ahead and
Well, you at least have a better reason to do so.
Oh, yeah. I know that one guy. He's not feeling anything because... Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
He's certainly not feeling anything down there, but
That boy's a feminine head ass. Anyway. Anyway. So go ahead, the routine.
yeah, just finding like the right things to put in routine. Like, I mean, that's the basic one, but like, okay, brush your teeth in the morning. I mean, that's a good routine to have, though.
That's a great... It almost be a lost art for some of y'all, but y'all breath be y'all breath be unroutine. We just gonna say that's what it is. Unroutine breath.
Yeah. But
Brush them teeth, boy. Anyway.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. A routine in a lot of things, I would say, is sort of can become unproductive. Like, like going into work at the same time. I think that in some ways that's unproductive.
Yeah.
Especially having a 5-day work week. What do you think about a 4-day work week?
Yeah.
Some places have
for it.
switched.
I mean,
like
would it
overseas.
be longer hours throughout that 4 day?
Yeah, I think slightly.
day?
So 9 or 10-hour days.
then
But
Friday
but
off?
then you get Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
That's tough.
or maybe you get Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You have the
not even
dreaded psychological Monday. Just
I mean, but I feel like Monday
Yuck.
is freaking built for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already dreadful.
like
so-
you have to get back into
Yeah.
it then.
Or like, yeah, like why it's already dreadful. Why not just go to work and just get the Monday over with? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to freaking have their off day on a Monday? You know, I mean, to each his own. But
Yeah. But yeah, that I guess that's really all I had to say about it.
I mean, but
I
what
had more thoughts the other day on it, but I don't know. It's really just a matter of finding, because
I feel
like building too many routines, and then you just fall into this cycle where you miss out on other things.
right.
So
Bot mode.
yeah. So I guess that's sort of where I was going with it. Is just you have to find. I mean, it could be major things that you find a routine in, but
Yeah.
just keep it to the small things, and other than that, just go with the flow in some ways.
I think any person with a lot of rationality and logic are gonna stick towards routine things just because they're just already processing so many things, and they're processing, oh, this is gonna happen, boom, 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 like, sort of routine type of thinking. So yeah, but at what point is it? At what point do you just say, frick the routine? We just gonna do this, or boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do something outside of the, like, why does it have to be routine? Why do things have to be routine?
Nothing has to be routine, but it just so happens that things end up being routine.
Without us knowing, we don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, wake up, do something, whether that be unproductive or productive. You're following
Some
that
things
routine.
rely on that routine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone programming.
Yep.
Shoot, Siri will give you suggestions on what you should do in the morning now. So
Probably.
shut that bitch right off. Hey, don't tell me what to do.
You're a bot, and so am I. So, I mean, which bot is right? But I don't know. I feel like the routine is low-key killing us at the same time, because it's just, we get so used to boom, 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 boom. What happens when something spontaneous happens? How are we going to react to it? How are we going to be scared, shocked? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, life is not routine. We try to make it as routine as possible, and that's when I feel like stress or depression arises, because it's like, oh, this is happening and that is happening and blah, 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 and this, and then it's just like, you're trying to make this thing routine, but life is not that, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be something crazy that happens. It's always going to be something out of the ordinary. You just got to you might as well embrace it at that point. So, I mean, I get, things would be nice, routine, like, oh, I could do this, that, and this, but let's be realistic. Is that possible in the way things are going now and this society? Yeah, right. We all over the freaking place, scattered. So, I mean, we can try to be as routine as we can, but I feel like it's just sort of us destroying ourselves in another way. But then, like you said, certain things can be routine, as much as possible, like the basics, like, brushing your teeth, or, taking a shower.
Taking a shit.
Yeah, to eating food, It could be routine.
Could be.
Could be, but,
Could be,
I'm over here just starving African mode, so I'm figuring, like, why not? I'm tired of being routine and eating. Let me just go starving.
Give this a try.
Right. Which actually brings me to a topic. Eating. I haven't really been eating that much. Just a quick tangent. I haven't really been eating that much, but I've had all types of energy because, referencing back to episode 1, we're vegans now. And I've just had this abundance of energy. Like, one day one of these days, I had like a crucial project due. And I went 2 hours. I only had 2 hours of sleep. And I didn't eat all day until like 2, 3 o'clock. No breakfast, nothing. And I felt fine. Even though I knew it wasn't fine, I felt fine. So, I don't know. Do we really need the basic, 3 meals a day or whatever? That's fine.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you're getting a little bit too rational. Rationality, here you
got a
go.
whole crazy asshole over here. Jeez.
Nah, I'm playing. We do. And,
Or more.
or
It
more.
may be better to just eat more smaller meals in a day.
Which is what you're trying to do now, right?
Yeah. Haven't done it yet, but we're gonna get
You need
there.
to get that rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a schedule going, but
Routine.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry. But that was all I really had to say about not eating. So
Speaking of eating, though, I had they make vegan peanut butter cups.
I remember you saying that.
They're so good.
They're good.
And let me say, you open the wrapper, and then after you open the wrapper, You just eat it. It's not like a fucking Reese's where you got to open the wrapper. Oh, wait, there's still more for you to do. You got to peel this thing off that half the Reese's cup is going to stick to and then eat it. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah, the cup or whatever, like a muffin. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically a muffin. But if it's warm whatsoever, like you're losing half the cup on the wrapper. So, but yeah, dark chocolate doesn't do that. And that's what it was. Honestly, better.
Isn't dark chocolate vegan?
I mean, dark chocolate is more highly concentrated with cocoa.
Oh,
So, but yeah, milk chocolate obviously uses milk, so that's why it's a lot more creamy and soft. So dark chocolate, it ends up being more brittle and like crunchy. So if you have a bar of it, it's gonna like snap, as opposed to a bar of milk chocolate will sort of it will break in the same fashion, but you won't feel it break as much. So. Yeah, so those are good.
I'm not really a big chocolate person. Never was.
I just got sent them, so I was like, well, I'm gonna eat them. Yeah, care package.
Inbound.
Yeah,
But but dang,
look for the smoke.
dang, that's crazy. Vegan chocolate, which dark chocolate is already, but
Yeah, most of it.
I mean, chocolate though. I don't really. People are like obsessed with chocolate for what though? I don't know. It's just sort of another
Doesn't it have some sort of like chemical effect when you eat it? Releases some endorphins, makes you feel good.
chocolate.
I think so.
Since when? Hey, go ahead, look it up. Go ahead, look it up. I don't know. I did not know that. So is it like a drug at this point?
I mean, it is a plant.
Not even gonna go there. If you get that joke like this, that's an insider right there. Not too many people are gonna know that one. But
Yeah, that's super inside.
dang,
Okay.
we're looking it up. Chocolat.
If I can type. Oh, I still fucked up a word. Bam! I was right. A study in 1996 showed that chocolate caused the release of endorphins in the brain of American women. I don't know why that's limited to women, but men definitely also have endorphins. You sexist writer. Anyways.
I have no comment. Anyway,
Yeah, chocolate does contain a number of compounds associated with mood-lifting chemicals in the brain. Often mentioned is phenylethylamine, a natural antidepressant and one of the chemicals your brain produces as you fall in love. Tryptophan is also present in small quantities in chocolate, linked to the production of serotonin, giving you feelings of happiness. Tryptophan is also in turkey, and that's what makes you tired after you eat turkey on Thanksgiving. If you never knew that.
did not know that.
Yeah. So it's
not know
not the
that.
amount of food you eat, it's the amount of turkey you eat that causes you to go slump.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so
You did
so that's that little tidbit.
I did not know that. Now I know I felt so dead inside after. Actually, no, I really never ate that much on Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, by the way, happy Thanksgiving to we missed you.
Yeah, I hope everyone had a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that actually wasn't that long ago. It was so
Was it
late
last
in
week?
November.
No, it was a week before that.
Yeah, it
Dang, it's
wasn't. It
freaking-
wasn't this past Thursday, but it was the previous Thursday.
Yeah. Good God. It's
That seems like it was
December.
4 weeks ago.
I know.
I hope break feels this long. I mean, you got an infinite break, but
Yeah, listen to them hands rub, baby. Anyway, yeah, I mean, sort of. But, I don't know. Time is just freaking... flying by. Next thing you know, we're just gonna be 8,000 years old rather than 800, and would be freaking who knows what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that routine.
Okay, so I actually have another thing that I had thought of. Actually, we talked about it earlier in the week, and it's pretty deep. So it's on the basis of when you try and change someone else, why it's so difficult to change someone else.
You can't.
And the reason is that if you're changing, so it's hard to change another person, but the reason why that is so difficult is that say you want to change yourself, something about yourself, and you go through with it and you change something about yourself. Well, now you are theoretically a new person. So you have changed another person to be someone else, which is now you in the present. So, and you think about like how difficult it is to make a change. Like, oh, I'm gonna start working out. Like that's tough. It takes weeks or even months to get
really
yourself
latch
in a
on.
pattern and motivated, and then it ends up not being a big deal. Like that's all this work you've put in to change yourself, but really you've changed another person. You've changed that person into what you are now. So if you're also trying to do this outside of your body to someone else, think of how much even more
you have
difficult
to
that
do
is.
that. Yeah.
Because you have to change them
While changing you.
while they're changing them,
So it's like a double change.
basically. So you had to change two people.
Is it though? Only two?
Well, you changing them would be like changing two people
Yeah.
simultaneously.
Because you're changing yourself at the same time. No? Am I getting this wrong?
No, because they're if they change,
Right.
then they have changed another person themselves.
Right.
So if you are then trying to
Change
are
them.
trying to help this change, you're basically changing two people.
That's true. Well, they're just changing one.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like changeception. But
I mean, they can't do it unless they want to change themselves. At the end
right,
of the
and
day.
there's that point too. So
Honestly,
yeah, that would be why it's so difficult. So
at this point, just live by example, and
yeah,
change yourself, and let other people, you know what I'm saying, come
True.
up on that as motivation, as, oh, wow, I need to change myself, you know?
yeah.
that's pretty
If
much
you are
what-
your best
in the
self,
right
then
way.
it radiates.
It radiates to that person, you know what I'm saying, with the same energy. But nowadays, we're trying to match the energy of those who are at such a low vibration, like all those freaking celebrities, or like we're trying to change ourselves to be that, but at the same time, we're destroying ourselves. So
Yeah, but they're not actually changing. Like they're
Exactly.
doing it to advertise to us that we should change, but
they're not changing.
they're
at
not
all.
changing. So it's a false high vibration.
Right, because dang, that just got really deep. But
Some of
pause.
them are legitimate. I'll give them that. Some
I don't
are,
know.
but
Yeah, I guess. I mean, even us, are we legitimate to y'all? You know what I'm saying?
I'd be like YouTubers too. Some of them are just on there and make the money.
it's true.
And they're advertising all this stuff like, oh my gosh, like if you're this, it's great. But they don't actually even do it. Like if you caught them
they're
on the
just-
sidelines,
Like, bro, I don't do
no,
that.
they're not doing
like,
it.
bro, you know, that's for the bad.
Like,
That's for the
oh
bad.
wait,
You
I
think-
endorse that? Nah.
Yeah, I. Like, nah, bro, I don't want to be on that. So it's like, bro, it's a whole lot of change going on, but is it the wrong change? Are we changing backwards or are we changing forwards? Best change is within yourself, you know, so at any point, you can't really change nobody. You have to change yourself. and
Yeah.
lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Gotten a lot of slack for being vegan. Got a lot of slack for being vegan, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live by example, and hopefully that radiates to somebody else, whether it be 1 or 100 people or 1 million people. You know, you just gotta lead by example and do the best you can. And I mean, trust me, I've tried to change people, and people have tried to change me. I mean, it can work, but like you said, it takes two to tango. So literally,
does.
two. You're trying to change two. So is it really three to tango?
The phrase might be invalid now, so
At this point,
if you use
it
it,
takes
then
three.
you might as well stop.
The
'cause
trio.
If we hear it, you're gonna sound like an idiot.
Facts. But I don't know, man. At what point, what are you changing? You know, what are you changing? Then that's also dependent on how hard is it to change. You know, are you changing like a lifestyle? Are you changing something minor? You know, what is it that you're changing, and what is the effort that you have to put it to it that's gonna get that change going? You know. So those are just things to think about. I don't know. I don't think I have time trying to change somebody. It's a lot of effort. You know, just let
It's honestly hard enough to change yourself.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So why not just
because it's all in the mindset. Like, how are you gonna get in someone's head like that?
have you even gotten
At
to
which
your
point,
own,
if you
your own
can,
head?
then if they can just be manipulated like that, that's no good either.
Yeah,
So
because I mean, who are they? Who are they to just change to somebody else at that point? Like, oh, they changed to you, and then it's just like, oh, then I got him. Then they go to somebody else and be like, oh, do that, and then
yeah,
oh,
what if you get them to change and then you don't want it? And it's like, wow, I did all this work for nothing.
yeah,
Now I'm gonna have to leave.
Or you get them to change and then they see somebody else and they get inspired by it or whatever, and then they change, and it's just like, what the frick? I just changed you. Now that person's going to change you again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're that easy to change, I mean, it could be easy. It depends. Once again, it depends on if it's good or not. But
I think being able to change yourself easily is good, but
not being able to change, like be
being
changed,
changed by
somebody else that
easily,
easy is not good. Yeah, no.
You got to question everything.
Everything. You got to. You have to. Sucks. But, I mean, at this point, what is real? What is fake? You know what I'm saying? What am I changing to be? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of celebrities I used to want to be like or want to be on that. Like, why would I want to do that? I don't even know them. I don't know them at all. You know what I'm saying? Why not try and get influence from somebody I actually know? You know what I'm saying? Or somebody.
True.
Yeah. So it's like. I
That's
don't freaking know you.
like, who is Kamari? That's just what we see, but
You know what the frick I am. I could be a freaking alien for all you know.
yeah, exactly.
Who the frick am I? I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? I am a nobody, so don't let me freaking do you, man.
Yeah.
Or girl. Or woman. Or not gonna go there, but yeah, you know, like who the frick am I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Which is
May never end.
But at that point, I think you're living a fulfilled life, because at that point, you know, you're not trying to be confined to, you know, one person. Like, I'm gonna be this person, and boom. Like, nah.
True.
You have to accept change, invite change. That's where people get so negative and frustrated, because it's like, I want to do this, and boom. But next thing you know, you see something, it's like, nope, still doing this. And then, like, all this stuff keeps hitting you, like, do it. You're just like, nah, I'm just going to be angry and not do it. And then you're just freaked. So you might as well just live life by the moment, change at the moment, and take it day by day, moment by moment, you know?
Yeah.
Like, right now, I say clubs suck, but I don't know. At one point, I tried it.
Maybe there's the right place and time for it.
Maybe there's a right place and time. You know, I might change. I don't want to. God forbid me if I do, but
That's sort of why I want to like go somewhere new, It's sort of nice having a fresh start because you can be whoever.
You can. Like, I don't know who the frick you were before
Yeah,
the
exactly.
place we're at now.
I could be. Yeah, when we met, I could have been, completely different just the day before,
Right.
and you would have had no idea.
Nope. Could be a freaking.
So,
Who knows?
yeah, I could be a serial killer. But
I was literally gonna say that, but I was like, that's too
doesn't matter.
far.
I'm not.
For all
fine.
we know.
Yeah, minus the body, but no, I'm joking.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
fresh starts are crucial because, but then that brings a discussion like, at what point do you, at what point do you seek that fresh start, or do you have unfinished business whatever you're doing? Like, why is it that you need that fresh start? You feel like you just can't change?
I don't think there's a necessary need for it.
Is it you sort of changing yourself, or is it sort of like you're putting yourself in a new environment, or you're afraid to put your new self into that same environment? Frick. That's deep.
I mean, it could be either. It could be neither.
It's true. Just want a fresh change. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like a fresh start too. But
that's another thing. Like, I think that it's commonly accepted that you need a reason behind doing everything.
Oh, everything happens for a reason.
Not even that. Like that you need some type of reasoning for why you've done something. Like there always has to be a why.
You think so?
It seems like that's what's accepted. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
why'd you do that?
I mean, well,
maybe the answer's I don't have an answer.
And that's the reason.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What would be wrong with that?
Nothing.
Why'd you do this?
I
just did it.
Yeah, just did it.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Like people need to know why. Like, what was your motivation?
This.
What motivation?
No, yeah.
I just
did it.
I said, okay.
I said the top fruit. Shout out Godfrey, that man's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I mean, freak, like, just live, freak, like, bro, you can't freaking question. I mean, as being as philosophical as possible, yeah, you're gonna question why, but you also have to understand you're not gonna understand. You're not gonna know. Like, if I ask somebody, why'd you do this? Like, I have to understand maybe they don't know why. Or there's some things that I do, like, dang, why the frick did I do this? I don't know. I just did it, I have to understand that. So,
right.
So live life, bro. Enjoy. It's just whatever, bro. No negativity. I got to throw that on there. No negativity, bro. No more. All right? Anyways. I mean, yeah. Change is good. Change is good in the right circumstances.
The only constant is change.
Yeah. Pretty much. Be constantly changing. Dang, that's a freaking... Be constant to changing? Is that deep or no? Alex, like, yeah.
I mean, how I always heard it was just that the only constant in life is change.
Because the only thing, things are always going to change. So therefore, that's what I was trying to,
yeah.
It's a constant.
Yeah.
Like, it's a given that nothing's given. Type S word. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah. I mean, you might as well accept it. No need being a closed-minded person and just, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. It's making me mad and blah. All this.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, just accept it, you know what I'm saying? Accept who you are and who other people are, What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that could happen? Let's think about that. If you accept somebody for who they are, or accept yourself for who you are at that moment, you've changed.
You could lose your nuts.
Yikes. Yeah, he could.
You accepted
That's
his
very
self.
detrimental.
Sometimes the outcome is not great if you accept yourself at that moment.
Okay, but what is the difference between great and bad? You know what I'm saying? It's all experience.
I mean, losing your nuts could be good for you,
buddy.
At the time.
Yikes.
At the time. Bagel buddy. Anyways.
Oh, God. You really just said that. If you're hearing this, wow, yeah, I respect what you did, but geez, you lost a lot of credibility there, buddy, and a lot of nutability. Like, boy, you really that hurt?
Let us know when you get them back, though.
Sure. If you can find them. They gone. They gone.
They were like... They were like the hormone monster's furry peni on the fucking...
Scattered.
Yeah, they were just like... Said, see you, dude.
Bye. Have a beautiful day. And anyway, I mean, I don't know. That's more. I was gonna say something, but I'm not trying to draw nothing out. You know what I'm saying? Just say a whole bunch of bull crap. So next topic. Let's change, quote unquote, change topics.
Please.
You. I told Alec.
For what? Yeah, I gotta carry it today.
He's carrying it today. Yeah, buddy. Whatever, bro. First thing you think of, we're just gonna expand on it. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't help if y'all emailed us at hypersanedy@gmail.com.
Yeah, for God's sake. Jesus. Been waiting. Just got this empty ass email account. Fill her up.
Please.
Pause. Anyways.
No pause. Wait. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway. I refuse to carry. I refuse. This is
you're deferring?
Yep.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a classic right there. Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Where did that start again?
You.
It was just me saying it.
Yeah,
and it became a whole thing. I guess it was so funny the first time. I want to remember though.
Not even the first time. Just like it was at a point where it just hit us. It was just like that's actually pretty. What was funny.
I want to know what the actual subject matter was
at that point where it was like
when
it was
the first
prominent.
time it hit.
Yeah,
it was just like. Like man,
yeah, like that. You must have really felt that. Like that's why it was like so prominent now. Like, oh
yeah, so
it's like you felt that. I'm just like, oh my God.
Anytime, it's so just agonizing. Just like, oh God.
Yeah, like, dang, bro, jeez.
But it's actually hard to impersonate because I have to be feeling
you have
just
to be
that
in that mood,
disappointment.
Oh Christ. That's another one. Okay. Switch religion. Oh Christ. That's the backup. Whenever you all got it out.
Yeah, or just a classic. What the
fuck? Yep. We're talking about. Let's expand on the Alec phrases. All right, so we got those two.
Oh boy,
we got theoretically. That one sort of distanced itself, but when I first met Alec, we would like work on freaking homework, and he'd be like, "I mean, yeah, theoretically." I'd be like, "All right, theory had that." That boy's theory. He's like, it could happen, but I don't know.
But you have to. It's a great word because theoretically everything is a theory. Everything is a theory. Like, how do we know that these laws are true? Like in science and stuff.
We don't.
It's just accepted. Why?
We don't.
So I think everything is just a theory. So It really is theoretically. Well, theoretically, if you take this number and that number, it adds to be this. But
What the frick is that?
does it?
Why can it? Yeah.
Is 2 plus 2 4? They told us that it is.
I mean, but what is
But
it
I mean,
really?
yeah. If you have two items, then they add together to become this congregation of
Items.
said doubled amount of items, which we have named 4. So that has a logic to it. We pretty much just named amounts of things.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But for, anything else like scientific theories or laws, it's like, well, at one point they were just a theory. Honestly, still could be a theory. There's no reason that someone can't prove them wrong.
Right. I mean, yeah. Theoretically,
Yeah.
your type.
I don't even know what else. What else is in my repertoire? Dunce.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
Lost souls to chase clothes.
Wow. Jesus Christ. That's another one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
And I
there's
apologize if anyone religious is listening. Actually, I don't, but
There's another one. There's another
just
one.
know that, yeah, never mind.
There's more.
Well, you would know better than me because I just use them like it's, I'm just like, oh, what time is it?
Okay.
Christ.
Pretty much. Let me think. There's definitely more. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of ones that I use in the car because that would be the one
Oh,
place.
come
if any-
on. Oh, come off it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll
Those
come
two-
off it.
Yeah, that's sort of changed to, oh, come on. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
That's
just do better.
Ramsey-esque.
Yeah.
Dunce, definitely.
And
For
where's
sure.
the lamb sauce?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Wow. That's dreadful.
Bland.
It's dry. Mediocre.
Needs more seasoning.
What a freaking legend. Anyway, there's more. Just can't really think of them. We got, what do we got? 5 now? The allophrases. I know I hear dude. Like, dude is a dude in a certain
Yeah.
dude. That, you can't.
Dude.
Yep. Yep.
That's just like a befuddled
Like, dude.
dude. Oh, dude.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Sort of synonymous with that one.
Mm-hmm. We got 6 now.
Yeah.
That's another one right there.
What else
Yeah.
do I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you just like, yeah. Yep. You got a lot. You got a lot. I got a couple. I got a few.
I don't say it a lot, but I think it. I'm just like, welp.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, welp. Look at the shit we're in now. Or something.
Oh, another one I have. That one, just like, and then about the roast you phrase. Insert roast you phrase here. But that wouldn't work.
Or just
newsflash.
Nope.
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 Not happening. It's just, yeah, it's pretty freaking awful.
I think the most iconic nope was the one that our buddy still lingers on to this day. We went to the gym and he was about to put the weight in. He came back over. It was a cable machine. He came back over, but this is a cable machine that the covers on the front, and the backstory is you can actually load the weights onto it just by sort of going around the side to the one that's open and then sticking it in. You're not supposed to, but you can. But at the time, I was just trying to be funny, so he came back over with it, and he was about to like go to put it on. I was like, nope. And he just instant reaction, turned around and went to put it back where it came from. He's like, well, all right then.
Yep. All righty then. There it is. He's just like, incomplete, wrong. Pretty much that. Try again, fool. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, that's another. There's more.
Yeah, I can't think of any at the moment.
Those are like the highlights, though. I like to
Yeah.
catch you in the moment on some more.
A couple of sprinkles
Sure.
here and there.
Oh, that's another one. I just did it. Yeah. That's
Is that me though? That's you.
No, I got that from you. I got that from you. Yeah.
Dang, well, I must have just passed it on because I don't even use that anymore.
That's how you know. Like I've heard it so much, I made it my own, and now I'm passing it back to him, like type. You know what I'm saying? So that's another one. That's one for me.
What does
you know
that
what
even
I'm saying?
represent? Like, yeah.
It's like, dang, that I don't want to agree with you, but yeah.
Yeah, you can do it better, honestly. So
It's like-
it might be a while before I catch that
It's
one
like,
again.
yeah. I want to think of something, but yeah. That's definitely another one.
Oh shit!
It's just like, dang. I mean, yeah. There's no other options, you know. Frick. So yeah. Oh, frick me, or just fuck me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. We at 8, 9 now. It's another one.
yeah, we gotta at least round it out to 10.
Yeah, there's more. Ooh, that's funny. But yeah, just common Alec phrases. Get to know them, use them wisely, and
Yeah.
yeah, he was sort of close. Yeah,
You know,
I want to do the full.
that's just an agreement, not a.
Yeah. The SOL. That's the SOL. Like, yeah. Oh, frick. But yeah. What's next? You're backpacking.
No, you're backpacking.
No.
You are the backpack.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm carrying you
That's
up
true.
the fucking Himalayas.
That's true. Backpack, a backpack. Let me stop. Is there like something you just don't want to? You thinking it's like, should I?
Actually, no, I'm legitimately just trying to think of something. I swear we come on these things and some thoughts will pop in, but it depends on what we're talking about. Like I'll get some instant, and then the rest of the time, unless we're on a subject, I'm just here, like, can I get a brain cell, please? Anything? Someone shift around in there. Bring
Hello?
something forward.
Hello. It's true.
Yeah, I've had some crazy dreams recently, actually. I had last night.
That one
or was it
dream
last night?
Crazy.
Yeah, that one was very detailed. Actually, I might have to. Okay, well, I'll leave some parts out, but
No.
should I just? Yeah, I'll just tell it as it is. Where is that? Actually, wrote this down. Geez, that's longer than I remember.
It was so descriptive.
I think I
was like,
left some details out too, because there was definitely some stuff that I was just like, I don't feel like typing it, and it also is not like crucial to the dream. But
right.
the other night,
I'm gonna get some water real quick while you delve in.
Yeah, the other night I had like 3 consecutive dreams. So, dang, I can't even remember what each of them were, but I should have written them down because I woke up after each consecutive one, and honestly, they were terrible. It was, I wouldn't consider them nightmares, but they were definitely not favorable dreams in any way. Just sort of bizarre, and nothing, like I said, really scary about them, but it was just, I had a dream, wake up, had literally had palpitations after the first one, and then the second dream it seemed a lot shorter in relation to the first one, and woke up after that. And then the third dream, I think I remember the least, but that was almost in the morning, so I woke up after that one too. And then I was like, well, we have to carry on with the day. So but it was, I think it might have been the night before, actually. So this was, no, not the night before, but this was on the 5th. So I'm going to read the story because I don't remember it too incredibly well. So I'm just going to read what I wrote. So I said, basically, so I was at this bar just chilling, and I noticed Joel chilling at a table. So I decided to go over and just talk it up. Joel is Deadmau5, if you didn't know. Joel Zimmerman. That's his actual name. So I went over and I asked him about collaborating and how I was sure that he's done, a ton more collaborations that we just don't know about yet. And that he hasn't released, and he just sort of agreed and chuckled while he was saying, yeah, it's pretty much impossible to put the collabs out while putting any of my other stuff out. I was like, well, that's understandable. You're trying to get that stuff right, so it's hard to continue working on the other stuff. Same shit that we all deal with as producers. But oh yeah, I wanted to show him people that he should collab with. So I, of course, suggest songs by the people, which is Samsara by Evil Needle, and then I do Never Count on Me by Haywire. And
real quick, that song it grew on me.
Oh, Never Count on Me?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that shit slaps.
It grew on me. At first, I was like, but
yeah.
It really is.
It might be his best
me,
song.
you knew.
It might be his best song. He has some older ones that definitely go up against. I know you like
Square One.
Square One is good, but
Blind
I don't know,
Faith.
for me. Okay, but Blind Faith is a piano solo.
But it's just so
real chill.
It's like
nice.
so elegant. Anyway, sorry.
But so Never Count on Me by Haywire. Definitely look that up. So in order to look up these songs, he, I guess, had a laptop with him. So he opens it up and he logs into some wild, like, VPN. Oh, no, it was on his phone. And he starts to look up in this, like, weird search engine where he has to type a total nonsense phrase followed by the actual search that he wants. So there was some code in the engine where he had to type a phrase and then type the actual search right after it so that it didn't know what he was actually searching, or I guess to outside, whoever was looking in. Just super cryptic. I was like, all right, this is weird. So while he was looking them up, he had suggested to take a stroll outside, so we'll actually be able to hear the music once it's up because we were in a bar. So we do. And the details here got a bit blurry at the time, so I didn't know exactly what to jot down. And so he got Needle to finally pull up on his search, but Haywire he couldn't get, so I finally suggested, here, let me pull out my Spotify and just show you on my phone. How crazy is that? You had to go through this whole rigmarole of looking up and putting these code phrases in. So he ends up hearing him, listened all the way through both, and we were just vibing to him. He showed some appreciation for me just making normal conversation and showing him the stuff. And we then just both went back to what we were doing. And then it was at this point the dream took sort of a turn into chapter 2. And so, still at the bar, the night goes on, and these other guys and girls and I start to get pretty wasted. And it just sort of seems like everyone else slowly, it's one of those things where
oh yeah,
we gotta get real. It's sort of like
Vagina.
it's sort of like in one of those staged ass porn scenes where you're in like a public place and then literally the two people just get naked and then it seems like everyone else magically knows to clear out. So it was sort of like that, and it's just late as hell. But nothing had happened to this point. Everyone just sort of starts to clear out like that, or at least in my head they did. And so it's really late, and
they cleared out them
basically,
clothes.
yep, that's what happened next. So, and then for whatever reason, the bar had some kind it was sort of a Western style bar, if that makes any difference. So there were like random single bales of hay all over the place just to sort of set the scene.
Oh yeah, get it right on there.
And so
the
while
hay right
all
there.
of the
No wire though.
the shit commenced.
That's good.
Good.
You got-
All right. Hey, no wire.
Take this wire.
Boy.
Sorry.
So some of the guys ended up getting just like rowdy and stupid because they were just drunk as shit. And so
Oh yeah, we're about to we about to fuck. Oh yeah, you my piece tonight, man. Yeah, we get to use that penis. Yeah, yeah. I get the buzz all kind of nuts. Yeah. Shout out Hot Shorts. Yeah.
oh shoot. But so me and one of the more chill guys there took these guys outside, somehow convinced them to go outside.
Are y'all
And-
naked at this point? Are you in
dude,
this?
I don't even know. Yeah,
It's just outside, just like
we might have all been stripped down. It didn't fucking matter at this point. It was just a whole
But
shit
niggas
show.
just like, dude, you gotta
so
relax.
we took them outside and just straight up like knocked them the fuck out somehow. I guess they were weak as shit or something. But so they're out.
It's like, hey, can I talk to
we
you
go
real
back
quick?
inside, and now there's just all these women. Anyways, so we get back to it, and then so this all just sort of blurred out into us eventually crashing, and woke up the next morning just super hungover. And I start making my way through all these sleeping bodies just strewn around, sort of like the beginning of The Hangover.
Yep.
Where they're all just after that crazy ass night.
freak.
He just walks. He like grabs the one girl's ass as he walks by. Something crazy. I didn't do that, but I just sort of walked through, exited the bar. Could hardly get my eyes open because of the sun. And then it was at that point that I woke up, and I also had this feeling of like that, as if there was sun that I could barely get my eyes open.
Yeah.
I was just like, shit, man.
That was very vivid.
Yeah, that
Probably happened for real.
maybe it will.
I think it did. Dreams like a whole different. Not trying to go no philosophical, but like dreams
Oh,
are like
boy.
a whole different like realm. You know what I'm saying? Like
In a way,
another
yeah.
reality type. So in that reality, you knocked those guys out and had more women to yourself, and was there with Joel. Pretty much
Yeah.
on Rewire. So, congrats.
Yeah,
That's freaking nuts.
crazy.
No pun intended. Big nuts. Whoa, pause.
Yeah.
Anyway, the lack thereof.
Just
for
to
the
bring
one
it
guy.
full circle, I had nuts that night as opposed to my other guy. He just ran away.
Bully. Oh, man. Sorry. Jeez. Nut up or shut up. What a classic phrase.
His nuts got up and went.
Literally,
Anyway,
like they literally nutted up and just, yeah.
they nutted up and got the
They're like,
the
yeah,
hell
we don't
out.
belong to you anymore. We're done.
property of no one.
Oh, man.
He said,
Anyway.
yeah, we're getting tired of your sack.
Yeah.
We out.
We're getting tired of that slack, so we're gonna we're getting tired of that, the sack from the slack. Wait, oh frick, I fricked it. Oh well,
He's got a slack sack, so
exactly.
we getting the free out.
It's whack. It's whack. Oh jeez. Anyway, hey, you won't whack.
You can't now.
Oh man.
Wow. Yeah,
Anyway,
he really had a whole self-induced vasectomy. Anyways,
literally one email. So crazy. I've never have I. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, what's time looking like? 40? 54? Oh,
oh,
we're doing good.
yeah.
Might as well just get an hour in and save some for next time. You
Certainly.
know what I'm saying? So we'll draw this out. Any last remarks for a couple minutes?
I don't know. For all the dudes out there, just make sure your nuts stay in your sack. And
Don't lose them.
and I'm not trying to say like you gotta man up, because it's 2019, and we're not allowed to say that anymore. So
That's,
you're allowed to be emotional.
okay. But don't be it in such a nutless way.
Yeah,
Dude, come on.
dude.
That's just like, nope.
And with that, yeah,
we're gonna head out.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna head out.
Beat drop. Boom.
And this horrible voiceover right now. Yep. But yeah, we'll catch everyone next week, and stay hyper sane.
Stay hyper sane.